and welcome to Joan Comrie's feeding videos. My name is Joan Comrie. Today we're going to talk about one exercise that you can do that will help with your baby's sucking patterns for better breastfeeding. So if you have a baby that wants to do or has a nice wide latch but then moves into a more shallow latch, this exercise will help your baby get a stronger suck to reposition the nipple to the right place so that the baby has more effective sucking patterns. It's also a good exercise to help baby use a better suck pattern and you to be able to get the right changes in their mouth to get a good vacuum to be able to get the milk from your breast. It's also a great exercise for any baby who's just bottle fed, because what it's going to do is help the baby use the correct tongue patterns that make feeding more effective, which is also going to help with the next step for feeding, which would be spoon feeding and chewing, and also help with having good correct tongue patterns for speech as well as for shaping your palate and having good dentition and good shaping of your jaws, your upper and your lower jaws, as well as your palate. So let's talk about what the exercise can be. So here's our baby, she's back. And what you're going to do is take your pacifier, and we talked already about how this is probably one of the best pacifiers to facilitate really good tongue patterns for sucking as well as for just developing good tongue patterns. And what you want to do is, like we talked about before, you want to put a little tactile information or put a little touch to the baby's lips so the baby opens that mouth wide and you can put the entire pacifier in the baby's mouth. And once baby is sucking this pacifier, you can take this finger and put it underneath her chin, which will provide a little bit of stability, and hold that chin, not firmly because you can't stop the chin from moving, but what you're trying to do is get what's called a graded movement. So the baby opens the mouth just the right amount and closes the mouth just the right amount. Just like if you were sucking from a straw and you were going, you're opening your mouth too wide, which is not allowing the correct intraoral or inside your mouth pressure changes to allow the milkshake to come out of the straw. Same thing with your baby's sucking pattern. If the jaw is too active, the tongue is not going to do the correct pattern. So get baby to suck, put that finger under the chin and provide just a little support, and then squeeze the sides of the pacifier, which just pulls that pacifier out ever so slightly. And as you tug that pacifier, you want baby to suck the pacifier back in, and you want to get that pacifier deep in baby's mouth so that the lips are flanged onto the edge of that pacifier. So you're going to pull out a little bit and baby's going to suck harder to hold that pacifier and pull that in. So you're going to just do a little tug, let it tug out, baby sucks back in. You tug it out a little bit, baby sucks back in. Now, if you do this and your baby doesn't respond at all, you can take that pacifier and just kind of tickle her tongue a little bit by putting a little pressure down with that pacifier onto the tongue and see if you can stimulate that tongue to activate. If the baby doesn't respond to that at all, or baby gags because they don't like the pacifier or is not comfortable with the exercise, it's a common sense thing just not to do that exercise. And then it may be likely that your baby might benefit from some help on training the correct suck patterns and the correct oral patterns for more effective feeding. So let's say one more time, you take your pacifier, touch the baby's lips so the baby opens their mouth nice and wide, grabs that pacifier. Once it's in, the second finger goes underneath the chin. You take the pointer finger and your thumb and you gently pull this pacifier out a little bit, allow baby to suck the pacifier back in. You pull it out a little bit, allow baby to suck that pacifier. And you continue to work on that pattern, and what you're going to do is train a nice cup of the tongue, and you're also going to train that pull back pattern. So if baby latches on too shallow, baby will draw the nipple into the correct place, and it also allows the tongue to be a little bit more active to get better patterns for milk transfer. Whether you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding, this exercise would be great for both babies. Hope this was helpful. Thanks. Have a great day.